Tom, Turk and Daffy felt like a very long cartoon. It's not, it's the average 6 or 7 minutes of a classic Warner Brothers cartoon, but it got a little bit repetitive. I started to really enjoy it, and then I felt like it started to wear quite thin. This is a 1944 cartoon directed by Chuck Jones and written by Michael Maltese and Ted Pierce. And we have Mel Blanc voicing Porky Pig and Daffy Duck, and we have Billy Bletcher as Tom Turk. And it starts off with Tom Turk being chased down by by Porky rather. Porky is wearing a rather wonderful outfit. I think he looks very awesome. And he's trying to capture this turkey so that he can serve him up for Thanksgiving dinner. But Tom Turk, the turkey, approaches Daffy Duck and begs him to hide him from Porky, and Daffy, being a feathered friend, agrees to hide him. Porky comes along and asks Daffy where this turkey is, and Daffy refuses to give up. But when Porky begins to describe this delicious dinner that he's going to be putting on, Daffy begins to have a watering mouth, and he really wants to enjoy this dinner. So it's not necessarily clear what direction it's going to take. Whether or not Daffy will finally reveal where Tom Turk is, if Tom Turk is able to get away. And I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to say, of course. But I will say the first half of it, maybe just over the first third of it, was quite good. The pacing was really good. A lot happened in a short space of time. I was curious to see how it would resolve itself. And after that point, it just felt a bit repetitive. And I felt like it wasn't really getting anywhere. And I did like, the quality of the animation is fine, the voice acting's fine. Big fan of Porky Pig in particular, so whenever he was on screen, I really liked it. Well, I liked his character. But the actual narrative I felt was poor to develop. It was very slow. It all took place outside, and I think it would have worked so much better if they'd been able to move it indoors, to nearer the dinner table, so we could see the food, see that being animated, seeing everything, or at least the plates all set up waiting for where this turkey should go. I feel like that would have been a much more well-developed narrative. It just felt really repetitive. It's a good setup. The characters are all good. Tom Turk is a pretty decent character. I quite liked his performance in this. But as a cartoon, I just feel like it was lacking something. It needed a bit more substance to make it a much better narrative. Not the worst, but by far not the best.